Here at Rutgers University, we use three ways in our system to try to tackle people, and we phrase it as our tackling system. Our tackling system, it consists of bite the football, wrap and roll, and come to balance. The first drill here we have here is called bite the ball. And it's simply what we're saying here is putting your face on the football. The way that the drill is set up is to have the guys 2 yards apart, and we use the numbers as spacers. You want one guy standing at the bottom of the numbers and the other guy standing at the top of the numbers, which is the tackler. And what you want to do is set up with a pad so you can drive the ball carrier down into the ground. If you don't have a pad, you can just use the sideline as a measure of you driving the ball carrier into the ground. The way that it's set up, you just have the tackler set up 2 yards apart. And as you see here, he's going to go in, tackle the ball carrier, biting the football, and then driving him through the ground. What you want to do is club the ball carrier with both hands and then drive him into the ground, putting your face on the ball and then running him to the ground. First, you start off with a narrow base. Upon contact, you're sinking your hips, widen your base, and then running him through the ground. We use this drill with all our defensive players, linebackers, defensive linemen, as well as your secondary players. It's a good-looking drill right there. Getting his head on the football, literally taking your face and putting it on the ball, driving him through. Good tackle. You want to try to get this drill set up at both angles, one with the left and one from the right, using the same spacers, using the numbers, one at the top and one at the bottom, putting your face on the football, securing the tackle, clubbing, driving through. Here we have our secondary players here. The next drill is called wrap and roll. We use this drill primarily for when you cannot bite the football. The way the drill is set up is simply you as a coach, just use an agile bag or any kind of bag that you can possibly grab around, is simulating a ball carrier who is running away from you. You just stand on the line and simply pull the bag away from the tackler so that he cannot get his head across the bow to try to bite the football. As the tackler runs in, he's just going to simply try to secure the tackle by going low, wrapping both arms, and rolling. Just as the drill describes, is wrap and roll. Here you see our coach using both angles of wrapping and rolling. Can't get your head across. Secure the tackle, both arms. Can't get it in front. Going behind, wrap and roll. The next drill we use is called come to balance. And this is what we use to try to get our tacklers to sink their hips, patter their feet, and still keep them coming forward in a forward motion to try to make a tackle. The way that this drill is set up is to have the ball carrier and the tackler 10 yards apart. And what we use is 3 cones. And the cones is used one for in front of the hash, one for behind the hash. And that's where you want to put your tackler. You want him to be inside out on the football. And then we'll use another cone as a target for your ball carrier to go to. He's going to run straight at the cone. As you see here, the tackler is coming downhill and staying inside out on the football. Okay? The term that we use here is burn the hip. Okay, and that's where you use your tackler. Your tackler is going to have his eyes directly on the hip of the ball carrier. He's staying inside out on the football, chopping his feet, coming to balance, and then striking, clubbing both his hands, and then running through the ball carrier. Here we go again. We want our ball carrier. We're sprinting straight for the cone. Tackler is going to be inside out on the football, burning the hip, and securing at the ball. He's going to stay inside out on the football. Here we go again with our linebackers. He's staying inside out on the football. Make sure he's coming downhill, burning the hip, and then coming to balance. As you see here, he's chopping his feet, widening his base, sinking his hips, and then running through the ball carrier. Not a bad job here. He's starting to overrun it a little bit. Again, the thing about this drill, you want to make sure that the tackler stays inside out, burning the hip, the near hip of the ball carrier, staying inside out, chopping your feet, widen your base. As you see here, widen your base, chopping your feet, never stopping your momentum from coming forward. This is what happens with most guys. What they do is stop their feet, and then they miss tackles. You always want to be moving forward and coming downhill, inside out in the football, and then clubbing your hands, and wrapping the ball carrier up. Here's a good picture of our guy. The ball carrier doesn't cut back. He still wants to maintain inside-out leverage on the football. And then when he sees that the ball carrier is not going to commit to cutting back, he then changes gears and then sprints through. Nice job. But we want our guys to try to stay on their feet. As you see here, this guy's overrunning the football a little bit. Want to make sure that you stay inside out on the football. Burn the near hip. Burn the near hip. And then running through. Nice job staying inside out on the football and keeping your eyes on your target, which is the near hip. Burn the hip. Nice job. Inside out on the football, wrapping them and running them.